Okay, so the Ansoff matrix, basically an analytical tool that provides a framework to help decision makers create strategies for future growth. Essentially, a matrix is always going to have two variables, okay? And where these two variables meet, we find our part in the structure here. Okay, so the two variables in Ansoff's matrix are products existing and new, markets existing and new. So by matrix, what I mean is anything that's market penetration must fit this description, that it's an existing product and it's this existing market. And it's for growth. So if a business is trying to grow with an existing product and an existing market, they're said to be following this strategy here. If they're trying to grow with a new product in an existing market, they're following product development. Existing products with a new market development, and if they've got a new product and new market, we're calling that diversification. So first of all, when you get a question here, you're going to read the case study, and the application to the question is understanding which of these it could be categorized as. So here I've made a point to diversification. This means that the case study would have told me that the business is planning on going to a new market with a new product. So there's two unknown variables. New and existing, that's one unknown variable. New product, one unknown variable. Market penetration, two known variables. And this is why this model will actually show us how risky a growth strategy is. Two known variables, we can say it's less risk. Two unknown variables, this corner here, that's definitely the highest risk strategy. So application is actually identifying where on the tool that fits in. Too many times students do not say the release of this new printer or whatever it is a diversification strategy. Why? Because they're not in the printer market and they're not in that country's market as it is, or that segment. Okay, so if I was writing an essay on why the Ansoff matrix is useful, first of all I'd say identifies the level of risk associated with the growth, as we just discussed. Second paragraph, encourages thorough research into each option. Imagine if I'm going to do a growth strategy, I'm actually sat down and I'm actually investigating whether it's an existing product, new product. I'm thinking about it, I'm doing research into the existing products that are already there, so it's forcing me to do a thorough kind of analysis before going ahead with the growth strategy. And then also it will tell me what I need to do in terms of that strategy, or at least can imply it. So for example, existing, you don't really need to do much market research. What you need to do is most brand promotion, okay? It's mostly going to be branding, promotion, advertising to try and penetrate a market you're already in. New product development in an existing market, you need to do research and development, you need to do test marketing and anything that's part of introducing a new product. New market development, you've got existing products, so you don't need to do any of the prototypes, the test marketing. You've got the products which you know how it works, the costings, the prices, but you're going into a new market, therefore you need to understand your new markets. This one's all about market research. I said to you before, diversification is the highest risk, two unknown variables. So it kind of implies that all those strategies need to be implemented, and hence why it's potentially the highest risk strategy. Let's evaluate the Ansoff's matrix. It only looks at two variables. You're thinking about a whole growth strategy going somewhere else, and we're only looking at whether it's a new or existing product or an existing new market. There's all sorts of things that you may also want to consider. Financial resources available in your company and things like that. Evaluation 2, new markets and new products are relative. So I've given the example of Dubai and Bahrain. I could be going to a new market and call something market development, but actually I'm having to commit whether it's new or existing. Maybe some markets are extremely different and some markets are really similar. So just sort of classifying it as existing new is maybe too simplistic. Risk will depend on internal factors such as finance and expertise. Absolutely, these aren't the only things that decide whether it's risky. If we've got lots of money, lots of market share, lots of expertise, it's not going to be that risky. And then also risk will depend on external factors such as the state of the economy. And I don't know what competitors are doing, I don't know what is happening with interest rates and inflation. Any external factors we can think of will also play a big part in this. Okay, so really I'm just criticising it for only looking at two clean-cut variables. Okay, but application on this question is crucial. Identify which strategy the case study is actually explaining to you.